So this is a tired teacher's guide to planning using tech tools. And I think we're all there. At least every educator I know on the face of the earth is there. And it's not just our district, it's not our state, it is all over. Everywhere we go. If you say you're a teacher, you know, you must be tired. So a little bit about me. I have my bachelor's from UTSA and a master's in CNI from UT Arlington. I just finished my 17th year in education, all in SISD. I've taught every grade, kinder through fourth, because at the time I was certified, our certifications were EC through 4. I currently teach second grade and I was in second grade last year, and I'm returning to second grade this year, and I'm so excited. That was something I had asked my principal, was to remain in the same grade level 2 years in a row, and she honored that. We have a new admin, and she's wonderful, and so she honored that, and I'm back in second grade this coming year. So super excited. And I just know that when I started in education all those years ago, I was not a very tired teacher. I was a teacher who was completely excited about impacting, you know, my small little world in a positive way. So I chose the inner city. I went, you know, I sought out schools that were Title I schools when I was in college. And I got that school. I student taught, you know, at a Title I school, and I loved it. I was single at the time. I worked every waking hour from the time the school opened until just about the time the school closed. And I worked and worked and worked and worked and worked. And I didn't feel tired. I'm just going to be honest. I did not feel tired. But skip forward, and these girls come along, and I now have a 13, 15, and 17-year-old daughters. And so add that into the teacher mix, and I became very, very quickly a very, very tired teacher. Olivia, the one on the right, was adopted in 2019, and then these two girls I adopted in 2020. And so I very quickly became like this tired, you know, kind of irritable teacher, not understanding why I couldn't still do it all. I wanted to do it all and raise the girls all at the same time. So I've had a lot of support along the way. And so I'm here to show you maybe some templates you can use, hopefully something that you can walk away with and go, now next year, I'm not going to be this stressed, worn out, tired teacher. I guess I'm looking to stop that. And I did for the most part last year. And so I'm going to share how I did that, because we went from COVID, of course, kind of transition. And that's where I kind of started my technology. My technology quest was really during COVID. I did a lot before then, but I really started to focus a lot on that, growing in that area, I guess, during COVID. So, okay, here we go. So our connection today to your T-test, which is super important with, of course, your evaluation, is Dimension 1-1. So the teacher designs clear, well-organized, sequential lessons that reflect best practices, and of course, aligned with the standard. And then we're going to look at some activities, a few activities towards the end. And that dimension is 1.4. The teacher plans engaging, flexible lessons that encourage high-ordered thinking, persistence, and achievement. And you'll kind of see as we get into it, you know, what that looks like. Okay. So this is where we're going to spend our time on these five pieces. The planning calendar is my favorite. Like, this is what, not what I don't know. It seems to work really, really well for me. So I'm going to show it to you. It's not finished for the upcoming school year. It'll be finished by the end of June for the upcoming school year. I made one for last school year. I made part of one for the school year before, and it just worked well for me. I'm embedding it into this presentation so that you can have it, so you can use it and make it yours. So some of these ideas, well, most of these ideas I did not come up with on my own. I'm not that creative. I saw what someone else was doing and I said, okay, I'll take this piece of that. And then I said, okay, and then this person has this piece of that. Can I do some and then you do some resources. So here we go. This is my planning calendar. This is where it all happens. So let's open this. Okay. So this is what it looks like. So this is what goes on my smart board. So I have a smart board in the classroom. You could use, a computer and an Elmo. It doesn't have to be a smart board if you don't have one. Every classroom in our building is very fortunate to have one. I realize that. So this goes on my smart board in the morning time, and it's there. So I fixed the calendars for this coming school year. So obviously it says the new school year. You click on August and there's the August calendar. So I looked at it. We're in professional development 7, 8, 9. We have a teacher work day on 10, 11, and 14. Each one of these calendars is accurate for the SAISD new 2023-2024 school year. So if you tell me, well, I don't like, what about the other months? Like 1 month is good, but what about the other months? Just really quick, these are all Google Slides. So this is a Google slide that I just put into this presentation. Nothing. Yes.
Excuse me, someone is asking if there's a link to the calendar.
So it's on the presentation. So did you put a link to the presentation in the chat, please?
Not yet. I'll include the presentation towards the end of the session, as well as the sign-in sheet, so you can have both. But I was just letting you know what they were asking.
Okay. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm back where I shouldn't be. Okay, so we're in August. This link is in the presentation. So you get this exact thing, right? And in the presentation, I also have my email address. If there's any issues at all you have to do is tell me, and I can resend whatever you need, right? Because I'm tired and I need help. And so does everybody else. And if we do this smarter, then we won't have to work as hard. So if you click on this green crayon right here, the green crayon means you always go back. So if you click on the green crayon, it takes you back to this school calendar. And then again, obviously September, so Labor Day. I tried to put when grades are due. Now I understand that grades are probably due the 5th, okay? But I put the 1st because I know, oh, wait a minute, I gotta have 3 grades for whatever it is, or 6 grades for whatever. The 15th is a student holiday. The 22nd grades are due. You go back. So each calendar, you get a copy of it. You get this when she sends you the link, and she will. You'll get a copy. You'll get this exact calendar. So this is broken down into each month, and it is fixed for the 2023 school year. Okay, but that's not, it's helpful, yes, and you can write things down if you're a writer downer. I'm really not a writer downer person, if that's even a word. So here's where I wanted to spend a little bit of time, and you can think about how you could incorporate this into your classroom. Okay, so if you go here to August, and you go here to the first day, or any day, but I'm just giving you an example because there's something under here I want you to see. The 15th is the very first day of school for the students, right? So if you click on the 15th, it takes you to the week page of the 15th. So I had it fixed because I taught 2nd grade. I had it fixed with what I was going to do on those days. You can certainly input what you're going to do on those days. Math, you know, set up journal. Social studies, set up journal. I mean, I don't know, but it's whatever you do during the week. Okay, and you don't have to write any of this. I'm not telling you you have to do any of it. I'm just telling you, and those are my colors, and they match the colors in my classroom. So math in my classroom is yellow and always has been. Social studies is green, reading is red. And the reason that they have the green crayon will take you back to the calendar. The reason it looks Toy Story-ish is because Disney is our theme school-wide. So I just picked different themes. So this is also linked for every single, and I fixed it. So like in December 13th, there's the week of December 13th. That is week 8 of the second 9 weeks. And report cards are due that day. And I understand they're not due till you come back maybe. But I give myself, I just do it the day before, right? So the last day of school before Christmas is that 15th. Okay, so obviously the green calendar with the green crayon will take you back to this calendar, and then the green crayon will take you back to this school calendar. Okay, and so I've thought, well,
Misty,
yes, sorry.
someone is asking if the calendar is editable.
Absolutely. So when you go in, when you get the link from Ms. Valdez, you'll be able to go into there, and then you just make a copy and you make it your own. And you'll see what I did on a couple of these. I fixed it to take off second grade and to take off De Zavala. I'm at De Zavala Elementary. You don't want, you know, a whole bunch of stuff that says De Zavala second grade if you teach it, you know, Barclay Ruiz kindergarten. Like that, it doesn't make sense. So I did fix some of them. I'm not done yet because I just got out of school on Friday. And I have 3 teenage girls. So, but okay, so here's the cool part. Here's what I really like. I put this up in the morning, okay, and I click on August, and it's the first day of school. All of these down here, these pictures, so whatever these characters are, my girls picked out Toy Story, believe it or not. I don't know a lot of Disney movies because I didn't have children. And then when I got children, I was like, oh, what should my theme be? And so they all, you know, the 3 of them got together and they decided on Toy Story. So we went with Toy Story. I'm not completely familiar with the movie, but they tell me it's a great movie with great lessons to learn in it. Okay, so each one of these pictures, if you click on these pictures, so the little horse fella right here, if you click on him, it's going to go to the very first day of school, and it's going to have, by the end of the month, it's going to have everything I need for the first day of school in this slide. So it tells you it's August the 15th, 2023. It is the first day of school. So morning meeting, sometimes we did it, sometimes we didn't, but let me show you what it looks like. There's our morning meeting for August. I did change the date on that one. So just a fun fact of the day. And I'll talk to my kids. And I've done this first grade, didn't do it with kindergarten because kindergarten was student teaching. I mean, practicum work. In first grade all the way through 4th grade. And did you know a dolphin sleeps with one eye open? And then some kid, well, it's just a way to break the ice and I don't know, get them going. There's a growth mindset video. Which do you prefer? Summer or winter? If they were older kids, I would have them write the answer to that. Maybe, maybe not. Share out. What's something new you want to learn this year? And I would have them talk with a partner on that. You could do these any way you want. The share out, you can have them write. You can tell your neighbor the poll of the day. Anything to get them talking. The more we get them talking, the more they're going to be able to write about it. The more they're able to write, the happier my administration is and the stronger we can make these students. And then my favorite and my kids' favorite is the I Am Somebody. This is Rita Pearson's thing right here. I am somebody. I was somebody when I came. I'll be a better somebody when I leave. I'm powerful and I'm strong. I deserve the education I get here. I have things to do, people to impress, and places to go. That's Rita Pierson's quote, and the kids read it. I do it the first week, and then they're responsible for it. So the first kid on my list, which happens to be the same as the roster, it starts, I have a list of how I want them in line, right? It's usually boy, girl. Sometimes it's not, depending on the year. But if Susie is at the front of my line leading that line today, she's also the one in charge of the quote. And so I think about that when I start to organize them, because the kids that are a little lower or I noticed might struggle, they're down a little ways so that they can hear it a lot and then get up and repeat it. And they love to. Doesn't matter if they're a struggling kid or not, they love to get up. And then sometimes I'll be like, I'll do it with you, or, you know, let's march it out, or something like that, if you're going to support the lower ones. If they're high enough to read it on their own, and certainly third and fourth grade most should be, then they can certainly just do it on their own. The first week I model it, and then for the rest of the year, they do it on their own. Sometimes I don't even have to put towards the end of the year, I didn't even have to put the slide up. They were like, they just, after announcements, they all did it, and we all knew what it was. This castle right here at the bottom, this takes you back to wherever you were at. So it takes you back to this page right here. And then this castle doesn't take you anywhere because it is, you're already at the front. It's telling you you're already at the front. But we have math, science, social studies, reading, and writing. Now I took, on purpose, I took out what's behind them. But if you click on the math, it's number talks, which all I do is put in the slides from the district. So I'm going to show you how to do that in just a minute, or in just a few minutes. We have number talks that they come from the district. Lesson time is usually Illumio. And it's usually Illumio because I take the Google Slides the district provides, put it into Illumio, and then post it there. I will have all of those done for first and second grade by the end of June. Okay, again, we just got out of school and I had them from last year, but they don't really apply very well. Center time, if you click on center time, of course, it's Toy Story again. I had 4 centers to start out my school year. And so this is where I put the kids' names. So all I do is click on that on the smart board, and then they can see where they should go. And I don't have to, I'll model it a lot. I do a lot of modeling the first week, but after that, there's no confusion. When I put that slide up, they're like, oh, because that table over there, wherever it happens to be, is center 1. This table over here is center 2, then center 3, then center 4. So center 4 is me. It's always me. And sometimes I switch it up. Sometimes center 1 is me, but most of the time center 4 is always me, and they know it. But you just put the kids' names in here, and they're good to go. After the first week, they know exactly where to go. So there's science, lesson time, vocabulary, anchor charts I also put in there. So when I make an anchor chart, I just take a quick picture of it and I put it in anchor charts. And then if I want to reference it later, I can. In science, in social studies, it's the exact same thing. And then reading and writing has a little more because, of course, it's a big chunk. We did not use phonics time this time because we were using Haggerty phonics. I was introduced to that 2 years ago towards the end of the year, and I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. My kids loved it. And then we got it again. We had the book again this year and did it again. Kids absolutely loved it. So again, in center time here, you have the template, so you can just plug in the centers. If you click on the
Misty? Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you, but I cannot hear Misty.
She might,
I can hear you, but I'm a participant.
yes, I think maybe she might have been disconnected. We'll give her a few minutes to get back. I have included the Google Slides in the chat. I'll do it again so you can check what she is sharing with us. I think she's back. Misty, are you back?
Nope. Am I there?
Yes, I see you and I hear you, and there's your presentation.
Okay. Okay.
Great.
I don't know what happened. It was trying to load it. On the 16th, it's the exact same thing. So you're getting you get a new template, right? Because you have a new math lesson, you have a new science lesson or whatever, and a new morning meeting time. So what do you prefer, chocolate or vanilla? And that starts you get to know the kids pretty quick because they'll tell you whether they want chocolate or vanilla. What's something that's hard for you when I make them? Again, you can write it out. You can just have them talk, whatever it is. And then there's a growth mindset video. They match. I'm going to go back. The green crayon will always take you back. It should be every single day of the year. Now, I only have the first week dates done correctly.
Misty,
and
excuse me.
Ms. Valdez, can you drop it in the chat so they can look through it, please?
I already did. And
the link to the presentation?
Yes, yes. And someone is saying that the calendar link is not letting them make a copy for Google. What I have is the link that you share with Kelly. So if you have another one or the one that it's not a presentation only.
What is it not doing?
The link is not letting me make a copy. The link that you share with us, I think it's a presentation only link. The one that you publish the slides.
Okay.
So you
it's not letting you. It's not letting you
make a copy.
That's what they're saying. Okay. When you click on the link for planning calendar, it doesn't let you go to the page where you can make a copy of it on Google.
Okay. Ms. Valdez, do you know how to fix it, or do I need to?
Could be the permissions. You need to change the sharing permissions to make it to everyone. So when you go to share that file, there's an option that says view only or maybe we can go through towards the end. Let's finish what you're sharing, and maybe 5 minutes before we'll take care of it.
Okay. Okay.
If you add copy to the end of the link, everyone will get a copy of it so they don't mess with yours.
Because on my share, here on the share.
Click on share, there you go.
Okay, so that's all in there and it's attached. So we'll just have to figure out how to get it shared. But the ones for the other weeks, for beyond week one was what I got done so far. Beyond that is more days of Olive. You'll see on there, it is, you'll see the difference in just a second. You'll have access to all of it. It's going very slowly right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could be. Okay. Good. Let's be patient. Some technical difficulties, but she will be back. Okay.
What did you say?
No, I'm just, the things you were frozen.
Oh, okay. There's the unit 1 for first grade. So I don't have to go to the district and find it and then click back and forth and do all that. All the units are already there. So the documents are embedded into the calendar. So when you say to me, I'm doing unit 2 and I'm working on geometry and I need help with, or, what do you suggest for, day 3? Well, I can go in and I can look and say, oh, wait a minute, we're doing foundations of numbers in unit 2. How could you be doing geometry? But it's all in the same place. It's all in this calendar, which is what I really like about it. And again, the crayon will take you back to the lesson sequence. All I have done is math so far. By the end of June, I will have all of them done, because it just takes a while. And then you're back to the school planning calendar. Okay, a couple more things, and then we're going to look at how to share it. So I make sure everybody has a copy of it before you leave. Okay, the other thing is the Independent Reading Center. In
Let's hope she gets back soon. I think Misty got disconnected right now. I think she's going to try to get back again from the beginning. Hopefully, this time will be a little smoother. But let's wait, because whatever she's sharing is very helpful if you could modify it for your own purposes. Right now, I'm also going to share the link for the attendance. Please make sure that you complete it, because that's the way you're going to get credit for attending this session. Okay, I'm adding the link in the chat. Please let me know if you can access that link. And this is the Tired Teacher's Guide to Planning Using Tech Tools, and the presenter is Misty Femea. Thank you. I'm also going to be sharing another commercial so you can be inspired to attend another of our sessions. Let me do that right now. Are you able to see the commercial? Okay. Okay, so that's one of our Lumio sessions. If you want to learn how Lumio can help you in your classroom at any level, please attend one of our sessions. We have presenters from the district and from outside the district and the company itself. Any questions so far? Were you able to sign in? Okay, and okay, Misty is here. Yay. You're muted, Misty.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm back. So I was just looking at the sight words. So if you're looking at sight words, there are seesaw activities for the first 300 Fontaines and Pinnell sight words in sets of 10. So you have, if you want to do just them read you the words, then you just click on this link. It says 1 to 10. There's the first 10 words. They practice these words. They practice the words, and then they record themselves saying them. And all you have to do is click on the link in the presentation, then click on the, it's a Google document, and then you just click on the seesaw activity. That should not be a have to share thing. It should already be fixed. There's also scratch art or building words. So if you want them to build the words, again, numbers 1 through 10, they build these words with building blocks. So that's the first 10 words, those first 10 Fontaines and Pinnell words. A, he, see, am, I, so, and, in, the, and. They build them, and then they record themselves saying the word they just built. And they're all there 1 through 300 of the Fontaines and Pinnell words. And that's magnetic, building, and scratch art. Scratch art's my favorite. It's the same. It's a seesaw activity. You use the eraser. Once they get to it, it's in black, and they just write the words out. And those are also 1 through 300. So that gives you 3 days of sight words practice that they can do online through Seesaw, that you don't have to plan for, because they're already there and they match. So 1 through 10, the words are always the same for Scratch Art, Record Yourself, and building words. Okay, do you want to, did the link share, Ms. Valdez?
I shared the link, but that's the one that they were having trouble with opening certain things.
Okay, just a planning calendar, is that the only thing that won't open? Because then we can go here and I can show you, because there's the planning calendar. And then if I load it, oh, anyone with this link?
Yes, they can view, that's good. And when they see that, they can make a copy of it. But I think it's the original one. Okay, let me put the link in the chat.
Can I just hit share, publish to the web, and then put it in the chat?
No, don't publish to the web. Let me see if, okay, there's a link again. Let's test it to see if it works. You might want to go to your presentation, Misty, and do the same thing with the sharing rights.
Oh, hold on. Okay, the presentation. Oh, I see. Okay, so the presentation. Okay.
The first one.
Right, the one that, okay, the one I sent Kelly.
Yes.
Okay. Let me go recent. Okay, that might be the trouble. Okay, so let's look at that. Let me look at that. I see. Maybe that's the trouble. Okay, let's share that. Ah, there you go. Okay, yeah, so anyone with the link.
Anyone with the link.
Done. Okay, there you go.
Now you want to copy that link and put it in the chat so everybody can get it.
Okay, so make a copy. No, share.
No. Go to share again, just like you did right now. Go to share.
Okay.
And just copy the link.
Copy the link. Got it. Okay.
The view only, so it should allow them to make copy, and just place it in the chat.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna get this.
yes, and what you're sharing, it's amazing. It's a lot of resources that you can modify whatever part you like.
Yes, and that's kind of the point. Let me see. Okay, so there's that should be it.
That should be it. So test it, please, to see if you can open it, make a copy, and then go through the links.
And not every link is going to work yet, just that first week for all that template stuff. I'll have the rest of them done by the end of the month.
Awesome. I think you got it.
Yes, it does work, Misty. You got it.
Okay.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, everybody, for being so patient and so gracious. Fantastic. Yes. I'm going to share the sign-in link again, so you can make sure you sign in for this session and get credit for it.
And now all these should, oh yeah, now it comes up. You're just gonna click on that and hit save activity. And then you can change it, make it your own. Change those pictures if Toy Story is not your thing. But it just happens to be our it happened to be my theme, and so I went with it. The other thing is to put, I can't find the presentation now because I had to move it. The other thing is if you want lessons in there, I'll put them in there. Like we can put the, I can show you how to do that. So if we go to planning resources and second grade math, I'm most familiar with that only because I've taught it now. I mean, I just finished teaching it. So if we go to second grade math, unit 1, and I click on that, it's going to have the unit's right there. So they have a nice suggested lesson sequence. And so I would go to that, and that numeracy routine, that's what I pulled from when I made to put in the numeracy routine is in a Google slide. So then I take that, and you can embed the whole thing if you wanted to. I just embedded the correct days. So it's funny, I just took these off because I didn't know. So then I would highlight those 2 slides, and I would make a copy of that, just the selected slides, and that's day 1 for math. For number talks, that's day 1 for number talks. And then there it is right there. And then I would go here to file and publish it or share it, publish it to the web, because I'm going to embed it in just a minute. I'm going to publish that, just those 2, because that's day 1. And I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back up here to my calendar. I'm going to go all the way back to August, and I'm going to, on the 15th, I know that I'm going to put that, I know that in math, that's my number talks. You are going to have to make a copy of it before you do this, though, because it won't let you do it any other way. Let me see. I have to get my original is what I need. No. You just get your original?
Yeah. You were almost there. Yeah, no.
No, I'm not there. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm just going to go to, it's not working my way. So what I want to do is embed that. There's my drive. I'm just going to go from here. My drive. And find that slide. And I'm going to attach that to that number talks thing, which is right here. So then I highlight the number talks, and then I link the so now if I highlight it again and make it make the print black again, then I have it, it's now fixed. So if I look at, and this is what takes some time, right? That's what takes time. And that's okay, because, oh, hold on.
Once you have it, you will have it for the whole year. It's a good
right,
work.
Right. And the point is that then everyone will have it, and it's not, okay, so if you go to math, my number talks is right there. See, it's already there. So then you don't have to go looking for it. It's already there.